I'm gonna open up OBS.
We are recording.
Sweet. All right,
Let me
cool.
get let me get OBS open.
I didn't realize Tordic wasn't in yet. All right.
And Theoretic is in.
Oh, they want a 20% off Steam Lab Prime today. Oh, yeah, okay. Nuts.
All right. Yeah. So this is going to be a first pool. The kill order is going to be Sun Eaters first, and then everything else later. Yeah. So on the tanks.
はい、はい。
All right, so over here's the door. We'll go to the second poll. So for those of y'all who haven't done trials before, the biggest difference between regular stuff and trials, oh, we've already pulled. Okay. Well, it is your positioning. So we'll talk about positioning a lot. Please make sure everyone's here before pulling. Don't want to go too fast because, yeah, we got new people who've never done trials before. Yeah, there's a Sun Eater over on the right underneath the little awning thing.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so, yep, get the heavy sack over here. And then on the far left over there is going to be Sun Eater, so that'll be first priority. And yeah, on y'all.
はい。はい。
Another heavy sack.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Alright, so this is going to be where the first bosses. So we'll have the tanks over there on the far, by the far pad. And just pull the bots that way. So there's a couple mechanics that we'll want to make sure we pay attention to. One is the curse. So once again, 3 of us will get circles underneath us, and it'll say we're cursed. That curse will spread to other people when you do get cursed. What you need to do is go to one of the glowing pads, stand on the pad. It'll cure the curse. The first 2 pads on the left here, we're going to keep those for the tanks. If you're DPS or heals, then you can run to the other pads as necessary. This isn't really going to go... I mean, this is going to go pretty fast, so we're not really going to get too much into the other mechanics. But what we'll want to do is do what's called a soft stack behind the boss. So Ray's going to be our main tank, so Ray's going to pull the boss over into the corner, facing the corner, and then everyone else is going to kind of go around the boss behind it in a kind of semicircle fashion. That way you're not stacked up on everybody. That helps mitigate AoE damage, and that's what's typically called soft stack within Trials. So we'll go ahead and try that.
So when you say in the corner, you're talking to the left of where the two circles are that they use.
Yes. Yep. So just what? Yeah. So Ray is NVWA. So Ray's going to pull the tank, or Ray's going to pull the boss as the tank into where Ray knows where to go. So once the boss is positioned, just kind of go a semicircle behind the boss, and that's our soft stack.
Wait, sorry. So it is where Golden said it over here, right?
Yeah, you're gonna go over to the. You're gonna go over into the corner to the left with the between the two circles or something.
Yeah, like,
that's where you.
like over here.
Oh wait, yep, that's good.
Hey. On you.
Alright.
Oh, avoid. Okay, cool.
Oh what? Oh shit! Did I use the port? Oh.
Yeah. So don't stand on those. Don't get near those unless you're cursed. Otherwise, it's going to take a while to get back. But we're cool.
Okay,
Alright,
it's
go
back.
pull.
We're good. Okay. Bye.
All right, cool. Stack. My horn. So another thing you'll hear a lot is someone calling out horn. That is, what the hell is that name?
Warhorn.
Warhorn, yeah. So, okay, so I am cursed. So Warhorn gives a good buff to the group, and it can't.
My horn.
Yep. It cannot be stacked. So we want to make sure that we space them out so we're not wasting time on the buff. Oh, that's it for this fight.
What a waste.
Wow, terrific.
How do you coordinate the horns?
I backed off. I thought I had the. I thought I had the curse.
So typically, if it's like a super serious vet trial, the raid lead will say this person's horns first, then go from there. Otherwise, you can just kind of call it out.
So actually, to not to correct you there, but the best way most people do it now is using an add-on called Hodors.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Oh, it's alright.
Yeah, so typically what you would do is have the raid lead say, okay, this person's horns first, this person's horns second. Now, there's an add-on called Hodor's Reflexes. We'll talk about a lot of different add-ons that are very helpful with trials, but this one specifically shows who all has Warhorn, what percentage are they to getting their ult back up, and it'll also give you a countdown for the time the major breach is on. I think that's the buff, whatever.
Could somebody with the bear move? I'm trying to get that to sack underneath him.
So yeah, Hoarder's reflexes
Thank
will
you.
tell you like when it's safe to call, blow the next horn. It's typically 10 seconds, although 14 seconds if you're wearing the right gear set.
Wait, go.
Hodor's reflexes, huh?
Yes.
I've got that.
Oh,
It's some.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's some setup work you got to do for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it, I think it, if you have like a raid notifier, it, what's the word? They interact with each other, and like sometimes they don't work, so you have to turn off one or the other depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, cool. So we have some guys coming up. First, kill the shaman, then the flesh render, and then the brutes. All right, they're coming. You want to take out the shaman first because the shaman will buff everything else, and the flesh render just hurts. Alright, cool. We'll skip that back up there. Alright, go ahead and pull this. There's Sun Eater right under by this pillar here.
Always focus on Sun Eaters.
Yep. Alright, so for this pull, what I like to do is drop down right here and get into the cave. So we'll let the tanks go first.
Into the cave. Oh, there. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep, get the shaman.
You
That's
want
gonna
us?
be our first target.
You want tanks out of the cave or inside the cave?
Now we can get it outside of the cave. Pull that flesh render out. Cleave can hurt. Alright, so there's going to be a Sun Eater over on the left around the corner. Oh, I guess that was the right. I can directions.
Come some more.
Yep, so Ray, if you could take the flesh ripper that's coming out, and then Eric,
Whoa!
get this shaman. That shaman needs to be interrupted. Barrier. And for those who are new at trials, typically when people go down, it's the priority of DPS to do the resin.
Shaman in the group.
Yep. Get him down. There's a Sun Eater as well outside of the group.
Is there
Sun
another
Eater.
Sun Eater down?
There's a Sun Eater
There.
up over here.
There are two Sun Eaters right now. One on the left and one on the right. barrier. Pull side user down, so just clean up. Awesome.
Loot the body. Loot the body. Where's the bodies to loot?
So we'll go ahead and grab our chest because that counts as a boss fight.
We're approaching the sanctuary. Ashai and Skinner used it as a dojo before. The twins have probably fallen into the bent dance.
Alright, so this one. So this is actually where you get more of a taste of how trials are important relative to positioning. So there are two bosses, right? One is yellow, one has the gold and one has the blue. What we'll want to do is have 6 people across the way and then 6 people here. And what will happen is with this one, the far end will pull the golden one, the tank over on this side will pull the blue one, and that's where we're going to keep the bosses. Now, there's going to be what's called a prayer phase, and at this prayer phase, we'll each have colored lights above our head, either blue or gold. During the prayer phase, those colors can switch. Okay. When those colors switch, you need to switch which boss you're on, because 2 things happen. One, you have to have the correct color on your head to be able to effectively damage. And 2, if you get close to someone of a separate color, then you'll blow everybody up. So, during the prayer phase, you got to make sure to look at what color is above your head. And if your color changes, so over here, we're blue. If you then have a golden one, you need to go counterclockwise around the room. Or we'll go clockwise. Go clockwise around the room to the other boss. And then, just DPS that boss now. So everybody needs to be moving clockwise. If you don't move clockwise and move counterclockwise, you're going to run into someone else with a different color and blow everybody up. Beyond that, it's just kind of, add interrupts as necessary. But that's going to be the biggest thing here, is just making sure that we have the right color on top of our head, and when we need to moving clockwise.
Which one do the tanks start on? Which tank starts where? With which boss?
Yep. So over there, across the way, I'm gonna have Ray across the room, and Ray is going to taunt the one with the golden one. Eric, taunt the blue one.
All right.
And
Bring
then,
it over here.
Yep. And then you'll just kind of bring it over here. So this little blue candle here is kind of like the middle of the room. So just kind of bring it here, right? And just kind of keep it in the middle. Do we have enough? Okay, so who do we have here?
No, we need another healer on the other side, away from you, and 3 more DPS.
Okay, I'm going across to the golden side. We also need...
Hang on, who's over there?
3 DPS, 1 tank.
You got
Nez.
Heretic.
Yeah, so we need 1 more DPS to come over here.
And a healer, right?
No, you don't want to position them in the middle for this. You're going to kind of just pull them back over here, and you want the boss to be basically where you're right here, where I'm shooting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a way you can do it, but that kind of just avoids mechanics, and I kind of want to get a taste of mechanics.
So the boss is facing outside the circle, and I got this.
It's the void's mechanics? What are we doing?
If you pull both of them in the middle, it avoids
Oh.
mechanics.
You mean because it burns too fast? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yes, if you have enough DPS, that is one way you can do this. Is both in the middle.
Well, this isn't
but we're not going
actually...
to do this.
Well, I understand what you're doing now, but just to clearly explain what it was, it's more so that you can get a good burn on the start of it in Vet, because you can drop your ultimates and sort of cleave, but you're still far enough away that you won't blow each other up for the first color change. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now that makes sense. But to avoid having to re-explain everything, we'll just separate them.
Okay.
Awesome. So it looks like we got one. How many DPS? We got Golden, Tyrannic, Keld. Dan, you want to come over here?
Hmm.
No, no.
Yes.
No, put me and Reddick on the opposite sides.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why maybe
I was there earlier, and then you followed me, but I was like, no, it's better to have us.
Gypsy, do you want? So just walk across the room in the middle with this blue candle. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. And then we'll go ahead and pull. So on y'all.
Aren't we supposed to swap at this point?
Stay.
Stay.
Prayer. Now I've still got blue.
All right. Yeah, if you still have blue, cool.
Nope, now I've got gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you need to rotate to the
Out of that
Gold.
gate.
Oh wait, nope.
If you have gold, you need to be by the golden one.
Yep, that's my bad.
Hang on, weren't we supposed to swap classes?
So watch your head.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Takes care.
Infernal Fuse.
Yeah, they're the same color as us, so we're not able to do as much damage against them.
Do you want me to just wipe it up, or are we rather?
Yeah, we'll wipe it up.
Okay.
Apparently, I didn't explain it well. Do you want to explain it, Tarek?
No,
No, you explained
She
it.
said no.
I think you explained it well. I just didn't know what the prayer faces look like, but now I do. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I moved. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, that was stupid of me.
The bosses switch.
Yes. Okay, got it.
Apparently
Somebody's-
they can't kill me.
Yeah, because you have an ultimate shield on right now.
There we go.
Now you're dead.
The only thing I will say is, did one of you turn blue while the rest of your friends turned yellow? Like what?
No,
Or
that's
what-
a bet.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, was someone too close to our boss and like RNG just kind of, or not RNG, but the math, like, or did everybody turn the right color? If your head is the same color as everyone around you, you can stay on your side. I suppose is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think I may have explained it a little incorrectly. So if you have yellow on your head, then you want to rotate to the blue.
So what happened there? What it seemed to me was that we were fighting the gold one. It took off. The other one came over when we changed blue, so we were okay.
No, no, not, I turned blue, so I had to go hit the yellow.
So, are some of you thinking tank swap when I think Nez is doing DPS swap? Is that
I'm thinking that's what happened. I know I turned blue and the gold boss went to the other side, so I went to the other side.
so? After prayer phase, we lose colors. By the way, like for like 4 seconds, right? Okay, and then once we get our colors back, we're gonna have the color of the boss that's closest to us, and then all 12 of us need to rotate clockwise. I'm guessing,
Right.
except for the tank, I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
the color
no,
above your head needs to be opposite the color of the boss.
Yeah, I see. Well, I've only ever done tank swap, so I don't know the strategy very well.
All right.
Well, it's just the opposite. You just DPS swap.
Okay, so do tanks. So who's swapping and who's not swapping?
I
So
think the tanks have to swap because. Okay, sorry, Nancy, go ahead. It's just that the tanks are going to have the same color head too. If you know what I mean, they're going to blow each other up.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So basically, the idea is we want to make sure that we have the color of the opposite boss on top of our head. If you have the same color, like if you're on the gold boss and you have gold color, then you're not going to do any damage. So once they swap, if you get blue, then you'll need to rotate to get to the yellow boss to do damage to them. So I think what happened there was some people were rotating, some people weren't, and so they got close and things just blew up.
So
No. Are we supposed to rotate the boss, or are we supposed to rotate ourselves?
after prayer phase specifically.
Uh-huh.
So as I don't know if you were reading a guide, there's one mechanic that happens in vet that doesn't happen here, which is like before prayer phase, like when 3 players get that color around their feet and they have to swap, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's only in vet.
Okay, so then
Correct.
after prayer phase, all 6 of us here, including the tank, are gonna have, let's say, the yellow guy's head color.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the tanks to just then swap bosses, or are you saying? Because I don't know the other version of this, but
Yeah, I mean, if you think it's simpler, then we can just have everyone else stand there and have the tanks swap bosses.
yeah, I might be
Yeah,
maybe
that's
I
the
just
method
can't
I'm used
picture
to.
it. I'm used to it too, but I also just don't know how we aren't going to blow each other up otherwise.
Exactly. It's suicide.
Personally, I don't. I know it's a method. I never did it, so I don't
I'm
know
not
that
doing
way.
it.
Well, okay, so if you're going to be in a raid, you need to listen to the raid leader, even if the raid leader's wrong. So I don't want to hear that. But we'll go with Redick suggestion, and we'll just do the tank swaps. So after the prayer phase, in the color swap, then basically the tanks are just going to rotate. That way, they move the boss to the other group.
So
Is that-
we bring the boss with us.
You range taunt across because you will blow up the group if you run to the other side. So you're
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Isn't
that
what I
makes
said?
sense. I understand that.
So we stay on the same side and we
Yeah.
don't move, but we switch. Okay, that makes sense.
That's one way you can do it.
I have another question. Is it possible we might have the same color after the prayer? Or will it always change?
It's based on proximity to the boss. The 6 closest people to the boss are going to get that color. So yes, you'll get the color. If the yellow guy is here praying and you're all standing here, you're going to get yellow. So you'll always need to taunt the opposite boss after.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Wait. Eric?
Thank you.
Perfect.
Anybody else have any questions? Are we all on the same page? Sorry for the confusion, y'all.
No
It's
worries.
a very confusing fight. It's one of the most confusing fights in the whole game, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, I think you're on that side, yeah?
I am where we came in the door.
Yeah, Eric's in the right place right now. Ray is our tank.
Oh, perfect.
In that case, would you
Gypsy,
mind
I think
moving
we're
up to you,
missing
Eric?
Gypsy. If you want to come across. All right, cool. Now we're good. If y'all want to go ahead and start to pull whenever you want.
Eric, you need to stand.
My horn.
Okay, now he's praying.
Yep. So once the prayer's done, then you need to range taunt Vashti here.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, range taunt the other guy. Yep, there you go. Ray, range taunt. There we go. My horn.
Do they both have to die at the same time?
No.
Okay, because we're just trying this one.
Okay, so you can go
Oh,
and
is that a golden guy? So. Oh.
good job, guys.
That's it?
Yep, that was the fight.
Usually I'm used to blocking them even in the first round. I didn't realize you were going to hold out until the second time after the prayer phase.
Just a few.
I mean, I know that's what you said, but that's not how it sounded to me in my autistic brain. I don't know how to describe it.
That was perfect, eh?
It doesn't even work well.
You just the first prayer is him taking away the color, and the second time he's putting his color on. So like every prayer set phase, there's like 2 moments, kind of within 6 seconds.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to stand outside this pillar right here until everyone comes in. This one's a little interesting because if we go in and start to fight too quickly, someone will get locked out. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. All right, cool. Everybody's in, so let's go. Stand right here. All right, so the first part of this is going to be the 2 big cats. So the issue with the big cats is they cannot be taunted. So what we're going to try to do is have the tanks run up there and just kind of naturally taunt the cats, and then the tanks will just run around in a big circle around the area while we DPS them. They do a lot of damage. In normal, it's not too bad, but in vet, it will one-shot you. So basically, tanks kite will do damage, and then as will spawn, just kill them. Again, Sun Eaters first. Thanks for the repair. So that's pretty much it. Yeah. Anything I'm missing, Tardik?
No, yeah, that's it.
All right, cool.
Okay. Just smack a cat, right?
Yep.
Taunting.
If
Just
you
right.
have black on top of you, yeah.
Yeah.
They kick you.
Okay, so if you have the black on top, then just start running around in a circle outside of the group.
Ray, just so you know, on vet, you'd be dead 5 times over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go up here and pull the switch.
My horn.
All right, if one of the tanks want to go up the ramp over there and pull that switch, we'll grab the next.
The negate fields. I usually don't have to worry about those as Stam, but more tricky on Mag, huh?
It's true.
Songs are powerless, Kata. Do you hear me? Like the chirping of crickets in a howling tempest. Listen to me, cat. Listen to me.
Don't forget your grapes.
Grapes. I never knew there was grapes here.
All right, so for this one, it's just pretty simple. Ads will come out, focus Sun Eaters, invade harder. But here we're just gonna DPS everything and not worry about it. So once we have everybody in on the tanks.
What?
That's it, huh?
Yep. It's a little bit harder on Vet because there's like these suicide bomber dudes, but yeah.
Kulantro is just beyond this door. I can feel it. The drums are rattling my teeth. We must be quick, yes? Adara High will do what she can to protect you, but this Strobothra is stronger than any I have faced before. Bright moons protect you.
Alright, so this is the final boss. In Vet, you would there would be runners and you would do mechanics and stuff, but honestly I've never done that before, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to kill the boss before that becomes an issue.
What happened to you? Kulantro!
So what's going to happen is one of these, starting with this pad here, each of the pads, one at a time, will have a buff on it. Only one person gets the buff, so only the tank stands on there. The tank stands there and tanks the boss. Everybody else just kills things. It's pretty simple. It's kind of like a DPS check because we're not doing the other mechanics.
So stand on this.
Yeah, you'll want to stand on that pad right here, right where Tyrannic is.
Where is Tyrannic?
Just jump in.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So what you want to do, Ray, is you'll want to stand on there, taunt the boss, and then rotate your camera so you can see that pad over there. Once that pad starts lighting up, you need to go to that pad, and then you'll just follow the pads around the room. We should only get to like the 4th pad tops, and we'll just be DPS in the boss.
Is this just a one tank boss and pretty much?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the off tank just deals with the mini boss that comes by and we burn it down.
That being said, though, this run is scheduled for 2 hours, so we could run it again and have you be main tank.
Huh.
Yeah, provided you could. I'm sorry for my outburst earlier, but I was a bit confused about the second boss. I didn't realize we were supposed to wait until after prayer phrase before we actually swap the boss, because I'm just used to doing the boss swap early on in the thing.
Okay.
No, it's
I
just
mean,
her.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said, but it didn't sound like that to my. I'm not sure if it's autistic or ADHD. It didn't
That's
make
fine.
sense to me until I actually did it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's fine. What's up, Trent?
Ray. So like in Vet, there's this thing he does that's called Dark Barrage, which hurts like hell and actually kills you if you're not the tank. But like, basically it's from his shoulders and front. So if you were in Vet, I remember Mesmer saying you start here, and then when he comes and lands in front of you, you literally rotate this way, so that
Yeah.
like
The cleave gets away.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you can also see the next pad. So
Yeah, so everyone's going to be standing over here, and then Ray, you're going to be pointing the tank, and tank's going to be facing you this way. And then when you see the pad, then basically same thing here.
Right.
You're going to keep the boss right here, and then everyone's going to stand over here or behind, kind of doing that soft stack we did earlier. Go.
Okay. Right, so people are on the outside of the circle.
Yeah, so only one person can be in the circle at once. If you get in the circle, you're going to steal the
The buff.
buff from
inside,
Ray.
like the big circle, not just the pad.
Yeah, the pad right here is going to be where your buff is that keeps you alive.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So I would start here and then rotate so you can learn that part of it.
Right. Sounds good. Okay. You good to go?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on.
This is not fair.
You want to get back into my horn. All right. Switch pads, Ray. Okay, boss is on me. Oh, that's, sorry, not boss. That's an ad.
This. Nope.
It turned.
Rotate.
Pad's turned. There's golden pad over here.
Yep. All right, don't stand behind Ray. There you go, Ray. Yep. That's a good position.
Oh,
My horn.
Alright, just mop it up.
Oh, sweet. I'm good.
No, he's not. He's an execute. Oh, did you mean mop it up like?
Yeah, like Ray died.
I was standing in the corner for a little while there. I realized it was like way less than 25%.
Alright, cool. So again, for the people new to raids, once a week, the first time you pass a raid, you can get a coffer from the quest. It gives you a piece of the raid gear is already bound, so you can't trade it. But that's once a week, and it basically like timestamps like right now, and it has to literally be 1 week from now. After that, before you get your coffer again.
That coffer's a little thing she just gave me.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
And you just open it.
Oh, it's got a lot of stuff in there.
Sweet. Yeah, it gets you little transmute crystals, and yeah.
And that actual piece of gear is not tradable.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Alkosh too, though. That's what I'm here for, right? The Alkosh.
That's what yeah, people typically run this for. It's a tank set. Go ahead.
I got Alkosh, not now, but yesterday I did this, and I got Alkosh Axe, and I gave it to someone who was pretty good, and I was like, yeah, alright, that's really useful. So if anyone is Alkosh, give it to your tanks.
Yep. Yeah, it's a tank set. Typically, tanks use the jewelry and weapons because it's a medium armor set. So you won't use the body pieces usually,
So
unless you're just like running in that.
I should give that away, the body piece.
If someone wants it, so another thing you could do is, you got your set book. So the more pieces of a set that you acquire, the cheaper it is to reforge it.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about there. You're talking about my my snap book or my
Yeah.
Sticker book.
sticker book. Yeah, that's
Sticker
it.
book.
I couldn't think of it.
It's a
sticker
weird.
book.
It's a fun thing they made. Yeah.
Yeah. And typically, what we'll do is after a run, you'll go ahead and link everything you are willing to part with in chat, and
I'd
then
like to do that now because I want to switch to my other DPS, if that's all right with you, Nez.
yeah, it's fine.
The only thing I can think of that somebody might need is the Staff of Twilight remedy. Or
I
Restoration
might do
Staff.
that too.
Yeah.
What about this Lunar Bastion? This is a tank set too, but
It's not that
Oh, can I
great.
have the Lunar Bastion Lightning Staff, Xenu?
Yep.
Where are you? There you are. Oh, you're not in your lizard form. I'm so used to you being in your lizard form. Here, take these. Thank you. Give it to somebody that might need it.
All right, so we'll give it a couple minutes, and then
About 5 minutes.
if you have anything of Alkosh you don't want, I would like that.
okay. And then
If you-